Hi guys, it's Candace. Welcome back. Okay, so we're gonna do inspired by this scarf I have. I know it's got lots of dog hair and fuzzies all on it because I'm sorry I hadn't washed it, but I've had this for forever. You put your hands in there, and so I just thought it'd be cute to try to make a little pocket out of that. So I kind of sort of gathered all my stuff together. I got some orange for his little nose. This is actually from this big piece of construction scrapbook. It doesn't have a name, so don't know where. But it was in the pile. I'm going to try to use this 4.5-inch paper doily for his head instead of something else. If it doesn't work, well, we have a backup plan. So we'll stick that over there for now. Then I needed some pink for his little cheeks, and these are the only two shades I could find. So, and they are cardstock. Well, I could have found some more if I wanted to go dig in another spot, but I was like, nope. I got this for his hat backup just in case, because I wanted to try to use this because it looks like there's snowflakes, but I don't know, it might be too much. That came out of this old pack from 2020, Park Lane, Everyday Essentials. It says Hobby Lobby, but Park Lane is Joann's. Yep, it's Joann. So, well, didn't I just write the wrong thing? Hello, Candace. Joann. Okay. Oops. So let's see if we can make this inspired by. Alright, so I have some washies because it has little strips on it. These are my things. And I literally just had this little piece of scrap, which would be a perfect journaling card. So I had this tree paper, and I thought that would be a great page for our, oh, gotta get my chair straight, snowman. Okay. Oh, I know. Hope y'all are doing good. Hope you're ready for another think it through craft, because I didn't really think it through. I just saw it and said, well, yeah. Okay, so I know this is going to be my back. I was debating between, and then we have this fringe that I got at Hobby Lobby that I thought would be pretty on the bottom of it, because this has fringe on the bottom, but it might take away from all this other stuff. I don't know, but I've been wanting to use this, and well, you know, so, which leads me to have to possibly go ahead with just a plain red pocket. It's kind of what they're showing anyway. I was thinking, oops, hold on, about using this for the pocket, but then I don't know, it's kind of too busy-ish, I think. Even though you could tell there's something underneath there, I kind of just wanted this to stand out, maybe. So let's just make a pocket first. And then go from there, I guess. Alright, so now my head is 4.5 inches. Where'd he go? So he needs to... I need my pocket. 4.5. 4.5. Alright, we'll do it 4 3/4. Oh my gosh. Okay, well I didn't cut it now. So we got 4 3/4. But now my trick is I need to look at my dooboppy, because this is going to be here. I still need something for him to be on, which is actually going to be on the this or this. I just thought this kind of looked like snowflakes, even though there's no snow anywhere else. That's what my thinking was, that was kind of like snowflakes, and we could, I know the thing is kind of goes around his face, but we don't have to exactly copy it. And then this still leaves, whoops, stinking ruler, putting that about there. Oh. All right, now, okay, so, but it needs to go a little higher because I need to have a little bit showing here because there's snowflakes. Little girl, get out of my stuff. Quit chewing on that. Her chair is still full of things from the flood, and she's reminding me and driving me a little bit bonkers to finish this stuff up. Okay, so if we have that, and then this will be our tag in the back, which is, you know, technically it's a little hat. I know this is like way out there, but okay, so I'm kind of liking where I've got these things. All right, so let's put our marks on there. Oops, get back in here. Oh, no. Go find another bed. You hear her? Today, I will clean your chair off today. Okay, so we have that, and then I said this was 4 3/4. So let's just cut this across here. I know I hate to waste paper like this, but well. It has been sitting around on that shelf for quite some time now. Okay, and then 4 3/4. Go lay down. So that would give us like this and that. I know, still thinking. What was that down there? Shoot, I don't remember now. I know that's there. Because I just got to, oh yeah. Because I have to make sure I don't want, a little bit to hang off on the bottom. But my main thing is to have my snowflakes in here. So, oh my gosh, this is, I know this might be a tad bit too long, but oh well. That's how they sold it. All right, so we are, I know where's that other piece? I'm thinking this needs to be a little longer. Ooh, now I got static cling on me. I know, bear with me. Like I said, crafting through takes a little bit of time. I mean, thinking it, you know. But I don't want my fringe hanging off that awful much. Okay, I think that would be better. And then we'll do measurements in a minute after I've figured out. Okay. So I think this is what I'm going to do. So this is a 4.5 inch doily. I just thought that would be different. If you don't have a doily, use a large die or a jar lid and trim around it. But I just thought that would be a little different than just plain. Or you could just do a straight white strip across, like that. I mean, we all know it's a snowman. And that's just, you know, like the little top of his hat. So, you know, don't fret. I mean, we're already outside the box. So you can just make your little snowman like that. All right, so I need to glue this on the back of it. You see how it's a little bit too short on the back, but that's okay because this is going to be a tuck spot. But we just want to make sure that we have our head on there, our little face poking through, and that when we put this big old fringe on here, it's not going to be hanging off all the way down to the pawpaw patch. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm liking that. Okay, so in case you're curious and wanting to know, this ended up being 4 3/4 by 4 almost 1/4. So you can say 4 1/4 would be safe. This is our half of our 4.5 inch doily. And then this should be 4 3/4. Yep. And it is 6 1/4, but you know, 6 1/2 you want all the way go down there, but it's, like I said, it's not going to make that big of a difference. I'm wondering if I want the dark to show. I know. Let me see. Oops, don't you put that all the way down there, Candace. Oh, I do kind of like the little dirty from the snow. Okay, so, of course, I'm going to ink. But I'm going to lightly ink. Well, actually, now we're on, it's called crumbing, because, you know, the sponge is falling apart again. So let's lightly crumb on here with Vintage Photo. And I still might do something on here, but I don't know. But I mean, that already had the little grungy gringe. So we did that. Let's just go ahead and help our little snowman's face. He was rolling around in the snow. You know, they rolled him up to make the snowman. So he kind of got just a little bit dirty. You know, you can't go outside and play and not get dirty. All right, and then let me just go ahead and ink around this. And this is printed on, feels like 65-pound paper. I just had it laying here, and I just thought that would be cute. It would have really been sweet on some, like, little snowflake background, or just whatever. But I just thought this would be pretty to pull out the reds and stuff. All right, so now I want to... try to get my snowflakes evenly glued on here. Where's my glue? I know I moved all my glues. They're everywhere because, you know, my wood burning stove is just too cold to have them on there, and it works so much better. It's not as hard to squish out this Ultimate Craft Glue if you don't have it on a 20-degree metal fireplace thing. Okay, I mean, see how much easier that is? Sorry, y'all. It's not really that big of a struggle. I was just storing it improperly. Okay, so let's put our little snowflake on here. And yes, that glue will dry clear. Don't panic. Okay. And I need to make sure that I have room for my little washi that's going to go down there because it has stripes on the thing. So I guess... Where's my washi? I guess my washi will be there, so... He'll go almost to the end. Same on this one. If you don't have these little snowflake sequin things, which I got mine, geez, probably Hobby Lobby. Do some little punch outs. But I just thought these would be cute. I know that was a little bit of a hot mess, but it will dry just fine. All right. Okay, next. Okay, so I think I need to... No, I'm like, I can't do that because then this will be on there. Okay, so we need to get our thingy back straight. And I'm going to go with the dots. I mean, my inspiration is stripes, so you could always do, like, cut a white piece of paper and a green piece of paper, put down there. But I think I'm going to use polka dot. I had candy cane, but I think I'm going to go with the polka dot. Alright, so let's just find a spot that looks like it's in the middle, and then we'll put a little glues, a little, whatever this is, washi. Oops, don't move the sequins. They're not dry. Oh, and so we need 4. Okay. I'm hoping that's not too long to hide behind the fringe, but we're going to find out in a few. Alright, so we got that. I know, now I've become a washi Nazi with putting it up since I have that organizer thing. Alright, and then I'm going to glue this on here. And yeah, you could technically do it as another pocket, but I'm not, just because this doily is so dainty. So I'm not going to, but if you put it on as a circle, you could make that another tuck spot on here, but I'm not gonna. I'm going to just attach it, even though it's looking like I'm putting it on as a pocket. I'm not. There we go. I'm just going to attach it to here. Alright, just make sure we got it straight. I know, maybe someone should have attached it before they put the stinking doughs on there, but, you know, I needed to find out where I was. Alright, so this is a small thing, so let me grab out a small card to work around my stinking snowflakes that I put on prematurely. Okay. Oh, let's get this bad boy on here. Ay, ay, ay. I know, we haven't even did the hard part, put his face on. I bet you could take this whole, this dot and make you a gnome out of it. A gnome pocket. I know, but this is much easier. You see how hard I'm thinking on this one too, so, you know, whew. And yeah, a few people are like, oh, I can't believe you're still doing winter stuff and it's January. Well, it's still winter here. I craft in the seasons where I live. So, sorry. All right. I know when that dries, it'll look much better. I know that is misleading, thinking that's a pocket, but it's not. Anyway, all right, so then this will go on here. I guess I'm ready to put that on there. I was thinking of wiping him with some, make a mess with my fingers, you know. Let me look over here. I got silver, white frost. Just to make him, ooh, he needs some water. Oh, okay. I don't think more than a drop is going to hurt me on here. Jet. Okay, that was a little too much. Let me just roll it around. And then I'm going to, well, I'm going to pour out. Not much came out. So it really needed it. This one's dry, but it's not dry anymore. Look at that. But yeah, so, okay, don't put that much water in there. But I just wanted to go around here and make our little snowman stand out. Because he is snow, you know. Snowmen glisten. All right. I think we better back away while we're still. Okay. Ooh, yeah. At least this has got a little water in there. Maybe it'll moisten up. Ooh, I did order that Frosty Kiss that you showed me. I know. I was up last night, couldn't sleep. So that's why the video's late. Okay, so there's that. Now, see now, that's a little flimsy based on there. For my liking, you know, it's just regular, that's that real thin paper. I know. I'm going to have to put some book page behind it because that's just how I roll. Here's this one. Oh, good gosh. See? So she can't sit in her chair. She's going to sit there at the door. I told her to go somewhere. She's going to sit at that door and bark. But that is my thing today, is to, I have packing boxes in like a quilt. And I'm not going to go quite 4 3/4, just close enough. But yeah, it's still in her chair. So, bad mama, bad mama. Where's my glue stick? Oh, behind my water bottle. You know, the horses are not out today because it was supposed to rain until 10 a.m. But you know what? It's not raining. But it sure rained all through the night. Oh my gosh, did it rain. So it is definitely mud fest city out there. Oh my gosh. And then we're supposed to be like in the mid-50s today, the mid-60s tomorrow. More rain, and then more cool weather. This year, crazy, crazy, crazy. Alright, so let's just, damn names on there. Squish this down, and then we'll wipe up whatever glues from our sequins on the other side. I felt them pull. Alright, but that's much better after it dries. You know, it's damp, so it's going to take a minute. I know it's not looking like a lot right now, huh? It still might not look like a lot when I'm done. Now I'm wondering if I round it here, would that make a difference? I don't know. Let's just see. What does it look like? Okay. Let's just... I know it's not even dry yet, and I don't know why I bothered knowing that my thingy wasn't going to cut it. Little girl, you better go find yourself a home. Go upstairs. Alright, so... I know. Man, I wish I would have made that a pocket. Anyway, this is the first one. I'm sure if I come back and play with it again, I will make better. And I'm wondering, do I want to put a thingy in there so you know it's a pocket? But I'm going to say no, because we're going to put this in here. I'll have to trim it down a little bit. But, all right. Let's just glue this pocket on here. Yep, got my finger in it. It's because I didn't wash my finger. It still got stuff all on it. Okay, now I'm not quite putting it in the middle because, you know, when you put this in your spine, when you sew it in your signature, oh, Jesus. Oops. You're going to have a little bit hanging out. And then let's just go ahead and cut. Let's see, 4 1/4 will work. I'm grabbing, so no. We do 4 1/8, and then this will be able to write on, even if you wrote with black pen. And then, you know, if I need it a little more, I just pull it away from it. And then know I need to come around that much on the other side, too. I know. It's almost like doing it regular, but I don't. So there's that little tag. His little top of his hat right there. All right. Now, we'll glue the fringe on the end. I need a nose. Where's my orange? Here's my orange. I need a nose. I know this is way too big. So, let's see. That's looking good. We're nose-emating, so we're going to guesstimate on the nose, and he's going this way. And then they actually rounded in here, so I was wondering if I stuck it in the edge. Oh dear God, she's going to drive me insane until she has her chair back. So I'm going to stick it in here and curve his little nose so he wasn't so straight. Which leaves me to, now, I mean, I like that size of a nose. Which leaves me to smaller cheek rosies. Let me put this up before I lose him. Alright, so maybe 3/4 of an inch. Too pink. Okay, we'll go with this one. Oh, oops. Had that in there, it didn't come out. So let's see. I know, I'm thinking that's going to be too big. But we're going to just look at it anyway. I don't know, it's not that awful bad. I wish my pink was lighter, but I don't have any lighter. I'm looking. Oh. Nope. Nope. Well, Snoops. This is way too pink. I don't know, this might be a little lighter. I see some pink scrap. Is this lighter? No. Ooh, but I could probably cut this out of my... Will I be able to get two out of here? Oh yeah, I think I like that. I don't know. I might have to stand up and look. We got that. I know, it looks like a grandma donut now with that doily. Well, I might have to make another one. Okay, so after all that, I think I like the darker one. Oh well. You can always use these for puncheons and stripes and all that good stuff. Don't just throw them away. Okay, so we're going with that. And I'm beginning to think, I know I'm going to have to make another one because, yeah, you know, should have went there. Okay. Let's ink around here, and then that leaves us with needing 2 eyeballs. And then we can glue our fringe on there. Okay. Let's get our nose on there. Point it north. And our little cheekies on there. Cheeky. Okay, maybe he needs to be a little more north. Okay. All right, let's see. You know, I don't even know if I have. Black buttons. Those are purple. Got dark brown. No. Go lay down. 2 little black buttons would be cute, but I don't have black buttons, so. Well. Alright, let's glue our fringe on here, and then I know cutting this fringe is going to be a bear. I know Hobby Lobby puts it on there to help you for it not to fray, but sometimes it frays. Alright, who we got? 3 and 1. Oh, there he is. There's Tab Tag. Like I said, they're spread out. They're not where I usually keep them, and it confuses me. You know, doesn't take much. Y'all know that. But we're going to put a good thick line of fabric tack on there. Oop, it's a rolling out. Okay, and then we'll stick him on here. And I want to go ahead and seal this off with some glue so it won't fray. And we'll put a little on here so that will stick to it, even though there's fabric tack underneath there. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have that. Now for his eyeballs, I am going to put some black tulip stuff on there. Okay. Yuck. And then we need, oh, I know what I'm going to do on there. I need this goop off my fingers. Okay, I'm looking for something. Oh, black. This is metallic. It's like a dark gray. Or I have, but this is going to be flat. I have the Studio G. Let's do that. Okay, let me mark where I want it so I don't accidentally put them in the wrong spot. Oh, I guess we'll just follow those little rose things right there. Well, hello. Was that too far set? I know, now I'm wondering. I wonder. Who wrote the Book of Love? I know, I would like to know, because I like to smack the smack out of them. Okay, anyway. We have these. Let's see what this would look like. And then we could put the black on the inside. Aww. Okay, I'm liking that. Let me get my other glue. Well, I'll screw that on later. It's tight enough. You know, my faithful sequin glue. All right, and then I know. I'm just wondering. I know I'm probably going to wish I left well enough alone. But, you know, on a carrot, you need some carrot lines. Alright, and then we will take our sparkles and just put our little cold eyeballs in there. And then, I know you can't tell he's a snowman in there anymore. I know. Sorry. Where's my little pom-poms? Let's see, are they here or back? Oh, we got snowflakes though. Ooh. I got some snowflake. Yeah, okay. So that's creeping me out. But I'm going to leave this video. Because, by gosh, I did it. And that's just how it is. The inspiration was cute, but I don't think I inspirationed it well. So, let's just ink around here. And then we'll put our tab on top. Just put our snowflakes on there. I think I like this one here. I know, does it need to be that long? The answer is no. Let's trim it off a little bit. Okay, now let's get some Fabri-Tac. Since it's spewing out anyway, let's just give it somewhere to go. Even though I shook it, I guess I had it too much at an angle where it was sitting. Right. Yeah, you got to get the goop off your fingers. And gently press it down. Oh, where is that thing? I'm like, I found my little spatula. You know how Gail always uses her little spatula? I have this. It's Norpro. Norpro. I think I got it at what is the name? Sonoma. Williams and Sonoma in Houston. Because they always have these fun little mini cooking gadgets in there. Alright. So now we gotta wait for that to dry. But in the meantime, we'll put this in here and show you my creepy snowman pocket. Yeah, I think he would look better with the white across and then a little something for his top head. And I'm still leaning towards. Oh, hold on. Let me go get it real quick. Okay, so I went and got some little snowflake lace that I'm going to put on top of here. Because, you know, why are these things so hard to figure out? Okay, that looks like the back. There we go. I thought that would look cute on top. Alright, so let's add this to it. Still pouring out. Guess I'm going to stand it up, or else we're going to have a problem. Alright, I got to shake this down good, because it is not going back down. Yep, and that's that stuff, you know, you get it on there, it doesn't really come off. Okay, so let's just make that straight. Put a little snowflake in our thing. Oh, now I'm making it worse. Oh, my finger. Oh, jeez. It's on my finger. I'm dragging it across the thing. Back away. Back away. Alright. Well, there's this little thing. Oops, don't squish so hard either. That's what caused the fingers. Oh. Alright, there's my marshmallow snowman that was inspired by here. That only I know what it was. Because I don't like this. You know, I'm like, can I just rip it off? But I already glued that down. But anyway, this would be for a Candace thing. Oh my gosh. I know I'm going to have to make another one in the other way after I get all this glue off my fingers and show you another version, because, yeah, this is why you make prototypes. So you don't get disappointed live disappointment. Oh, but yeah, he's a little creepy to me. Maybe I should have it's those. It's this. I should have just did like I said. All right. Anyway, let me go throw one together real quick and I'll show you. Now that I know what I don't like, let me go see if I can put one in, and then show you in a few minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I regrouped. I made 5/8 inch cheek, little round circles, made my nose a little skinnier. I went ahead and used this kind of grayish cream background. This is my whole snowman right here. And I know, I've just gone totally astray, but that is fine. I think it's going to be cute. Okay, so now, oh my God. What I did with this, this is going to be my back. So that way you could put it on attach it to your page, so it'll cover your whole page. And depending on how you glue it on, you could put another tag this way or tuck something that way. So I went there, and then this is 4 and almost 3/8. I mean 4 and almost 3/4. Good gosh, mishmash. And then 8 1/8. Okay, so then I had this scrap, just so you could see. It truly was scrap laying around, which just happened to be the right size for here. So I'm going to glue this onto here as my other little decoration. I know I stuck my finger smack in the middle of the... Wait, think I want, yeah, I want most of these snowflakes showing. Okay. So we're doing that. So that is our, this little decoration. Oh, he just really creeps me out. He looks like the Marshmallow Man from, I know I stuck my fingers smack there on, oh, Ghostbusters. There you go. I know. So I had to regroup fast. See, if I'd have made it first, then I would have said, nope, don't like it. All right, so now we're going to, and I did measure this, and we were still good. Yes, okay. So let me glue this, and I'm turning this into a pocket. You know, I talked myself out into it. Yeah, you know, the dolly was okay, but yeah, X-nay. Now, if you liked it, good. But if not, like I said, phase 1, fail. Let's try it again and see if we like what we come up with this time. You need to go in the trash can. Okay. Oh, yes, a little girl gave up, and now she's sleeping on the other side of the table. All right, so we have that. Now, let's put our little snowman on here. And I was going to put this on the bottom just to pull in a little of the pink there. You know, I'm kind of wondering. Oh, crap. I mean, it's supposed to be the hat. It's supposed to be like the knit cap. That's just, no. And see, I think that's too, there's not enough. So we're going to stick to other thing. Now, my other problem, I know, imagine that, was making this a pocket too. And I might, I don't know, we can always glue it back down, right? So I want to leave about 1/4 of an inch on there. I know this was scrap. I want to leave 1/4 of an inch down there so we can put our pink sparkles. I'm wondering, should I put it on there like a scarf? Nope. Kind of still liking it down here. Because see, he's going to go in here. And then you see his little snowman self hanging out. I know, I'm wondering if I need to trim him a little more. And I might. I know, I'm making a huge mess over here. Okay, so I want to trim them both ways. I want to trim just a hair on here. And a hair on there. And let's see if that works best for me. And the answer is yes. Okay. Oh, grief. Okay. So we know it's a snowman. Well, because I told you so. I know. Oh. Alright, so me and contemporary snowmen just don't get along. That's just all there is to it. So if I put him on here, well, I guess we could. Alright, maybe I need to think a little more about this. See, my other thing I had, I don't have a big pom-pom. I just have little pom-poms. And I thought that was just too dumb. Yes. I want my other stuff. Okay. Oh, I know I'm wasting time. Alright, so let's go ahead. I want this on the bottom. We're just going to glue it on there, because I think it's cute. You're not going to see it all the time, but when you take it out, it'll be a little surprise. Some little sparkles. Everybody needs little sparkles, huh? No, we might have to go over a little bit. Where's my big scissors? They're there. Let's ink around it. Maybe that'll help me. Not much, but oh, it showed me how uneven I didn't put that on there. Okay, so we have that. I'm still leaning towards, I don't know, I think these snowflakes are cute. But that's just kind of in the way on there. Oh, fall down. Look cute on here. If that was glued on there. This just needs something. That's my problem. Oh, but that would be cute if we put that in our card here and pulled it out. And then wrap that around it. Okay. And then I guess it would be cute if it just kind of... Alright, I'm talking myself into it. And you're like, what are you talking yourself? Just bear with me. Oh, that wasn't straight. Okay. So, if we put this on here... Alright. Let's do... You know, the 3-in-1 is cheaper, but it does take longer for it to dry. I have no patience. And it just doesn't grab as fast, but it does dry. And it does do nicely, but, you know, sometimes you just want that puppy to grab for a minute, for a hot minute. And now, see, I'm going to get that junk all on my fingers again. I just cleaned them off. But, oh, crap. Am I the right way? Yeah, my sparkles are up. Sparkles up. Pinky's up. Alright, so let me, I know I'm about to buzz, let me do this, and then I'll be right back and show you the finished thing, because I've run out of time. Okay guys, I'm back, and I like how this one turned out. So, oh, my other one, you know, and that just goes to show you that just because you do something and it's like, it's not exactly what I thought it was going to be, hence, creepy marshmallow one, just go back to the drawing board. So, this is the one that I did. I went ahead and put the ribbon down here, so it just gave it something on its stomach. And then put this sparkle washi across there. Just, it looks like it's a little scarf poking up. Now, and then I glued this on here. And this is still our pocket. Wait, let me just, yeah, everybody's dry in there. Okay. Now, if you're sewing, I would have sewed across here and across here and left this open for a tuck spot, but you know, I had already started gluing before I started thinking about that. I got glue all over my fingers. Anyway, so that's just another little thing that if you wanted to zigzag here, zigzag there, and then maybe pull it all around, you'd have to, you know, pull your stuff down a little bit. But that would give you another little tuck spot. But I'm good. I'm good. Based on where I started from, I'm good. So then I just put this in here so you have some journaling spot. And it really ended up turning out good. It goes together and works and all that fun stuff. And then this goes in here. And then, like I said, that pokes out like it's part of its little scarf. And then here's his little fringe. So here's my stinking inspiration. This is the one that I like. This is the one that, well, I might have to, I don't know. We'll see. It's, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I need some bigger black. Maybe I just need to find my buttons, rip these off. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I think I will be able to, because that glue hadn't set all the way. Maybe if I find buttons, I will be happier with that one, because there's just, anyway, yeah. And then I'm going to take this, like I originally wanted, but I didn't want to do it too soon because I didn't want to stick my fingers in it like I did before. And we're just going to put 2 little black dots on here for his little beady little eyes. He looks like a little lobster, little lobster eyes. And then I'm going to gently tap a little bit of it down so they're not so raised. So I really like how this one turned out. It started off with the same as this, but I like this one much better. So like I said, don't give up. Just retweak your plan. Oh, and then this one will look like this on a page. Just retweak, rethink, retweet your plan. And yeah, so yeah, he's really not that bad. I just like him much better. Okay, so there's two versions of inspired by a scarf I have. And like I said, depending on how we glue this on, you can do a side tuck this way or a larger tag up top. So I'm sorry I've gone over. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me to the end. I know if you turned off going, oh, that was just too creepy. I hope you stayed with it to the end. And it's really cute. And like I said, I do like both, but I really like this one best. So I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing some of your time with me. Thanks for sharing some of your day with me. Thanks for all of your love, all your support, all your comments. I mean, you guys, y'all, you always tell me I help, inspire you and get you through a day sometimes. You guys inspire me and get me through my days. So I truly enjoy this. I'm so thankful for everyone that's out there, all my oldies, all my newbies. And if it's something that you like, please give me a little thumbs up every now and then. And because that supposedly does something with the what you think YouTube little thingies. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. So I will see y'all on the next video. So lots of kisses, lots of love. Y'all have a great day and a blessed day. And like I said, yeah, I'm going to take his little eyes off and find some buttons, and then I'll show you that later. So, and I might put, I don't know. His nose needs to be longer too. I don't know. But anyway, I like this one.